Thank you, Ernie, and thank you, Jennifer. That's beautiful. Hi. Well, before we continue on, I just want to say, I was thinking as I was sitting there, in showbiz, there's an old saying, if you don't want to be upstage, don't work with children or dogs. I'd like to add to that a harbor. How are you going to follow that, Ernie? That's great. Fascinating. Thank you. My name is Jonathan Hadley, and I'm part of the Yip Harburg Foundation's Rainbow Troupe, as are all the performers. Oh, I'm getting applause already. that you see up here on stage. And we're thrilled to be here with you all this afternoon to hopefully give you some of the joy that we've all found in working on Yip's lyrics and poems. We've also brought with us some very honored guests through the magic of that little machine over there. And I'd like to introduce you now to Mr. Yip Harburg himself and a little singer you might know, Miss Judy Garland.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I?
If any little bird can fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Yip once wrote, "Words make you think thoughts, music make you feel feelings, but a song makes you feel a thought." Of course, you need music and lyrics to make a song, and as Ernie said, Yip asked a lot of questions, which we'll see in these songs this afternoon. Yip's songs often speak to humor and hope in hard times, and Yip became known as Broadway's social conscience, which you'll see a lot of also this afternoon. Yip's parents were poor Russian immigrants, and Yip always had a soft spot for the immigrants in America. And this first song is from probably his most famous stage show, Finian's Rainbow, and it's sung by a young girl who's just off the boat from Ireland, singing about her home country. Do we have a young girl just off the boat from Ireland? Could you sing a little song for us? Yes.
and each brook along the way, and each
entire song is a series of questions, which I hadn't even noticed. Yip grew up in a small cold water flat on 11th Street and Avenue C. You all probably know where that is. 8 people in one room. Now, speaking of his childhood, he once wrote, "The chill of poverty never left my bones."
And so, in 1930, when the Dream Machine was derailed and the engine wrecked, I saw executives driving taxis, engineers selling apples, skilled workers and veterans standing in bread lines. They were not people in revolt or angry, but baffled, bewildered that this big, powerful dream machine could collapse so utterly. The lyric I wrote to Jay Gorney's music was not for an underling asking for a handout, but for a proud man asking a vital question.
They used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed the mob, where there was earth to plow or guns to bear. I was always there right on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream, with hope and glory ahead. Why should I be standing in line, just waiting for bread? Once I built a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once I built a tower to the sun, brick and rivet and lime. Once I built a tower, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodly-dum. Slogging through hell, I was a kid with a drum. Oh, say, don't you remember? They called me Al. It was Al all the time. Say, don't you remember? I'm your pal. Can you spare a dime?
I don't have a dime for you, but I got a question.
I'll take a check.
No, I don't have But I do have a Yip Harbor question for you.
What's that?
Well, what is the curse that makes the universe so all bewildering?
Yeah, and what is the hoax that makes the folks who...
That's right there. There it is.
Oh, lyrics, and he's in the room too. Okay. What is the curse that what is the hoax that just provokes the folks they call God's children?
What is the
jinx that gives a body and his brother and everyone around? The runaround. Good question.
Ladies?
I think the lady artist, but every person is confronted with two things in his life. His drive is to be related to the universe, but that's a hard thing because there are so many stars, and it's very hard to grasp that relationship. So his next best thing is to be related to humanity, and there are a lot of people, and that's hard too. So if he can identify himself and relate with one person, he will relate with all of humanity, and then he will relate with all the stars. And I think it's summed up in it's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me.
Yes, it's only a canvas sky floating over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it could be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. No, it never is make-believe when you